It still sounds to me as though what he chanted and what he said, it was borderline, if not straightforwardly, anti-Semitic. And I think it's just generally true that expressions of anti-Semitism, certainly anti-Zionism, are not considered as egregious as other forms of racism. And I do think that had he said something about another ethnic group, let's not forget, Ash, that the majority of the population of Israel are in the IDF, including teenagers. So when you're chanting death, death to the IDF, you're essentially calling for the genocide of Jews living in Israel. So it's quite hard to defend it, I think, I mean, I don't think he should be prosecuted, to be clear, but nevertheless, I think it was pretty unsavoury. And had it been another ethnic group he was attacking, I think the BBC would have pulled the plug.
I completely disagree with you, Toby, which is a shame because I find you normally to be a very, very rigorous thinker. The IDF is an organisation. It is an institution. It is an army which is currently carrying out absolutely egregious war crimes and massacres. So egregious that even Wes Streeting, who is, generally very supportive of Israel, said, get your house in order. And I think it's possible to object and to find distasteful what Bob Vylan or anyone else said. That's entirely your right, without changing substantively what was said. Not talking about an ethnic group, talking about an army, a military currently engaged in an absolutely brutal war. The second thing, and this is important for coming back to the points made by Bob Vylan and also by Kneecap, which is part of the reason why Bob Vylan and also Kneecap feel so strongly a sense of solidarity to Palestine, is that they relate it to their own experience of colonialism and racism. Obviously, Bob Vylan, this punk duo, both of them are black. Kneecap, they say we consider the north of Ireland to be an occupied territory. And they make the connections between the history of, say, the black and tans who were operating in Ireland, enacting horrific violence, and the same individuals were involved in, 1930s and 1940s, what was then the mandate of British Palestine. So all of these things, they have answers for. They have a set of politics around, and it's not about singling out Jews. They've put it in their own words about what it's about. And I think that there is something so pernicious and underhand about when someone's telling you what their politics are and saying, this is why I believe what I believe. Instead, you're saying, no, I can see into your heart, I can read your mind, and this is what I think is really going on, because it's completely unfalsifiable.